we're bringing up to the platform. Hello, Kai. Woohoo!
To be here today.
I am well. I'm going to turn you up just a little bit on my end. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. I can hear you just fine.
There we go. Got it. Guys, Kai. I don't even know how to describe. So Kai is a very much high dimensional being that has brought to this incarnation a wonderful perspective and utilization of the Akashic. I'm going to let Kai. Can you introduce yourself to the folks? Because a lot of the people watching you today haven't had the pleasure and honor of meeting you yet.
Yeah, of course. Hey, my name is Kai, and I work in the Akashic Records. A lot of the times I combine those things, expansive space to be in. I've been navigating these spaces since I was a child. And an Akashic Records reader to tell me that I showed up for a reading, and they were just like, "What do you mean you came to me for a reading? Are you sure?" Like, so just a very multidimensional person who's in all of these different dimensions, really happy and just happy to be present in here. Just kind of like offer that.
Yeah. So I don't want to, let me make sure. Okay. All right. So Kai, what I'm going to do is I'm getting a feedback. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute while I'm talking, mute you, and then I'll unmute you. Okay. All right. Okay. So, my team and I have had the honor of working with Kai now for the past 3 months. And I will say that, again, the methodology with which they work with the Akash and just approach healing in general is amazing. Because typically most of us that work with the Akash, there's like we've got specific Akashic record guides and things like that, that we work with when we're going into that dimension. But Kai's approach is different. And could you tell us a little bit about your approach and just kind of describe this a little bit for us and how that kind of came about for you?
Sure. So my approach is a little bit different. I never really learned the Linda Howe pathway in Linda Howe, but this was a pathway that was brought in by the person that read. And so we kind of enter in through the Hall of Divine Light, which to me looks very much like there's a beautiful masculine guide off to the right, an incredibly powerful feminine guide off to the left. Someone else, I approach the feminine guide, ask for their books, their scrolls, any like video forward, head over to their desk and invite in their entire team, and then start flying. The scrolls open up. It's lots of visuals, and of course, like galactic members, or will be gods, goddesses. Lots of ancestral connections will. And if someone does come in with specific questions about like parallel lives, past lives, this really beautiful, I guess, nighttime sky lines the roof of the Akashic Records for me and sort of like lines up and then drops down into the physical. Open up someone's record in a very cosmic and galactic way.
I have to remember to unmute myself. Wow. So if you didn't quite catch all that, it's their approach to this is working with the divine feminine, the divine masculine energies, right? And the energetic centers, let's just call that for the purpose of today's discussion, and utilizing that. I liken it to root energy. Like, this is source energy, and working there at that level to then tap in to the records. And that's very unique. The one thing that I love about what my team and I do on a regular basis is, I get opened up to so many unique healers, unique teachers, unique energetic beings that are bringing this next level, fifth dimensional, I guess you want to, if we want to say that, if in kind of colloquial terms, fifth dimensional healing methodologies to the collective. And that's just such a great honor. Kai, let's go a little bit further into, as you've worked with people in the Akash and connecting with, let's talk about connecting with their guides, right? And what that means, as because again, you're approaching this from this source energy level rather than, let's say, typically, I'll go in and work with Kuan Yin, or something. So there's just like specific guides for me, but and then their guides will appear. But I'm really interested in hearing about how you guide people in helping them connect to their own guides through the Akash.
So the way that their guides approach me is and stand in front of my desk, and we'll either have an open communication conversation, or they'll kind of show me something. And from there, if someone does want to connect deeper with these guides, like, the connection is all, and it's always extremely powerful. It's just how we kind of perceive, or how they approach the person that's actually receiving the reading outside of the reading. And so from there, we kind of get farther into the client's, I guess, natural abilities. So, like, are they clairaudient? Can they hear clearly? Do they see clearly? And so we can kind of, dive deeper into what they're like, hey, this is what your guide is trying to show you when, like, you see birds. Or, this is what your guide is trying to, and it's really about kind of creating that structure for people, and that, I use the word discipline, but just like letting these things like run wild and sitting there just going like, am I crazy? Am I crazy for seeing this? Am I crazy for hearing this? And you're like, no, I'm trying to show you some love and trying to guide you and bring you closer to who you really are and what it was. And so it is really just kind of like really diving into your personal, like saying like, okay, this is how I show up in the world. This is how I perceive energy, and this is how I'm going to receive it. I'm really owning that, not shying away, not being like, oh my gosh, like, I'm a little bit crazy today. You're like, so just really empowering people to connect with their guides instead of being like, this scares me. Really scary for us sometimes, where you're just like, man, like, I'm hearing things, I'm seeing things, like, I'm feeling things in my body. You're just like, so just validating that experience and letting people know that wild, and that it is just a part of our multidimensionality.
So the fact that they appear at your desk, it's just, I'm just like envisioning this right now. So they appear at your desk. So your guides, guys, when you go on and take advantage of the opportunity to work with Kai, your guides will kind of come and approach and say, hey, I'm here, they'll do the check-in. And then Kai's gonna help guide you in utilizing your own innate abilities in order to further the relationship, and in order for you to, right, being able to have this beautiful conversation with your guides, on an individual basis. You know, there's a lot of that I think that the collective needs to learn how to do on their own. And yeah, they come to us for kind of some of the big jumps or whatnot, or when they're getting past something really major, right? But I strongly believe that we're here, that we're definitely here to empower. And I love the method in which that you do allow that to occur. Um, and if you're hearing a little trouble here, sometimes when some of us get together, electronics decide that they don't want to work so well. So I have to dial my energy, like, so that's what's happening, guys. It's okay. Um, Kai, talk to us a little bit about, if you can, as much as you can, some of the other healing and or empowerment, I guess, transformation modalities that you operate in.
So some of the other is Reiki, and my path through Reiki was I started out learning Asui, and when I got to level 2, I started having these really big experiences, things that are going on. Reached out to my master, who was like, I don't know anything about that. Like, I'm seeing galactic tea, like portals are opening up for people, and so she actually guided me to someone else who was teaching, um, which is a form of Reiki that sort of like bridges. It's about Earth guardianship. It's about bridge guardianship, cosmic guardianship, planetary guardianship. And this is really powerful because it is extremely linked to the Akashic Records. And so when someone comes in for a reading, it makes it really easy to do things like soul retrieval. And soul retrieval is a healing. You know, if you keep having this occurring experience, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, cleared, or a bit of your soul that's kind of like trapped somewhere else, continuously experiencing this heavy experience. I feel like with Star Altar, it really opens up the possibility to trust places and kind of to say like, okay, let's heal this from like 17 lifetimes ago, so we can ripple it forward, more grounded healing in your life, and then move forward from that. So it really like opens people up to most like healed and highest path that they can possibly achieve in that moment with that.
That's beautiful. Um, you guys, and when you have someone that is a master in, especially some of these higher, right, like the Akashic, able to like access the cosmic or the galactic, all these sorts of things, right? When you have someone that's able to do that, typically what happens is we are also then adept in so many other methods and so many other ways of expression, right? Because energy is energy is energy. So there may be soul retrieval, there may be other things, and we as healers, and I guess I want to find out from you, Kai, as well. As a healer, you begin to be able to um let's take that off the screen, guys, please. Thanks. Um as healers, we all of a sudden things will happen like you were talking about when you were got to Reiki level 2 and you see Reiki, all of a sudden there was all these additional experiences happening. You're like, wait, this isn't like this narrow path that you were being taught. And I think that's such a shame that that's we try to keep things on the narrow path. Talk about like this integration and the flow of energy just as energy for you. Like, how do you feel about that? That it basically everything is just like crossing over at the same time.
It highlights the multidimensionality of the we are everywhere all at the the same time, like all of us are present with us, and to get the opportunity to really tap into that energy within myself, expand the container that I have in order to hold space for another person while they explore. And so to me, the energy of all of these things starting to kind of really cross over, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it very well, but it really truly is exciting. Everything is so big, everything is so expansive. Energy is everything, and it's everything, everywhere, all the time. I'm not too sure how to like move farther into that. It feels very like big. Yeah, multidimensionality, being capable of holding space for someone else to recognize like who they is, what their soul's path is, what their blueprint is, and then be able to, you know, walk down those pathways. There's a lot here, and there's so many doors to open up, and to sort of be capable just feels so good. Feels so good in the heart.
Sorry about that. It does. It does. I completely agree, and that's why I like to term things as like limitless light worker and things like that, because I never want us to just say this is it, right? Because energy, so it's quantum. We're operating in a linear space on a quantum level, like simultaneously, and we just don't do enough for ourselves. Okay. We don't do enough for ourselves, right? We don't give ourselves enough credit as or enough latitude as healers when we're just like myopic with it. So I love that you don't. You have a very special gift for us. I know you guys are like, oh my God, everybody has a gift. Listen, everybody has a gift. Okay. Just everybody has a gift. You have a very special free gift for folks, and we've got the link there. We're gonna put the link in the chat as well. Can you tell us all about your ebook?
Yeah, the ebook is essentially just how to connect to your guides when you're out meeting them, when you're in the records anyways. So may as well kind of build that connection now. Talks a little bit about different ways to kind of build that connection and sort of enhance that connection, but about how to connect to them through dream work, how to connect to them through automatic writing, build, open up the communication lines in so they can, or in a way that feels most comfortable to you, and sort of just expand the possibility. I think a lot of people will end up being really surprised about like how your team actually shows up for you and how you're ended up coming back to you. So just a few different ways to tap into that energy.
Sorry about that, guys. I have to click back and forth. So I want you guys to go to that link, and I want you to download that ebook. I personally have seen it, read it, know it, love it. Go now. Go download that. And then also, Kai is offering, as the VIP offer, 10% off of one of their fabulous, one of their Akashic Record sessions. You guys, you gotta. I'm going to let Kai tell you a little bit. I mean, we talked a little bit about it, but do you want to talk about that and like kind of the value that they're getting? And this is going to be amazeballs.
Yeah. So I'm offering 10% off of my readings, and I'm just excited to get to offer that opportunity for more people, just so you can kind of come in, learn about your soul's blueprint, learn about your soul's path, really get started on energy, multidimensionality works for you. But yeah, it's going to be and we can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about in that session. We can usually blow through about some smaller questions in the middle, as clarifier questions. And then it doesn't end when the session ends. It's this experience that kind of just keeps blooming farther, the more that you start to explore some of the things that were answered, and it's a really beautiful opportunity to kind of activate your gifts, activate anything you want to activate in there. Come enjoy the expansiveness of the Akashic Records. It is so hard to put into small words.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely. So what we've just done is we've just dropped Kai's link. So again, as I'll continue to say throughout the day, if you haven't already registered for this event, there was a registration page and everything, but we just decided to just put it out on YouTube and let y'all have access to the free gifts as well. But if you want access to the VIP gifts, you're going to need to go to Kai's link that I just dropped in the chat and register for the event, and then go on and click the link and purchase the VIP package for just $27. You're going to get everything that we're doing here today. Tomorrow, you're going to all the replays, all the VIP links, 2 masterclasses for me. This is it's an amazing possibility. It's an amazing offer for you guys to be able to make and create your new spiritual BFFs. Kai, I want to thank you so much. This has been absolutely amazing. Do you have anything you want to leave with us today?
I'd like to leave with just the reminder that you are so loved, and that you are incredible. And yeah, you're here for a reason, and your soul's got a really beautiful step into that, feel into it, breathe into it, and I just hope a full day. It's been a pleasure to be on here today. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
I forgot. Okay, they're asking in the chat, do you have a YouTube channel yet? And we just got your website up, but do you have a YouTube channel yet?
I do have a YouTube channel. It's under the same name, Temple Soul Platforms. I think there's only like one video on it at the moment where I'm talking about like the Mary Magdalene Christos energy that was launched, I think, like a few months back. So, video. I'm planning on uploading many more. There's quite a few things that are starting to come out. So yeah, you can definitely find me, Temple Solara, on YouTube.
Awesome. Temple Solara on YouTube. We will drop that link in the chat. All right, gang. We are going to bid adieu to Kai. Thank you so very much. Thank you, my dear. We will see you very soon.